We've got new necrons. We've got new necrons. Welcome in, everybody. Hope we are all well. We're going to very quickly look at all the 40k releases. We're going to flick through some of the 40k releases from today's reveal show. And they went through some necrons. We saw some admechs, some necrons. We got to see some new Eldar and the scouts as well, which we've already seen. But first off, straight at the top, right at the top, it's Necrons, baby, it's Necrons. Oh, it's Imitate the Stormlord. Imitate the Stormlord. Now, cool model, one of my favourite characters from Necron lore. He's just an absolute badass, and he's got Helbrecht's hand. He's he was woken up by another general who wanted his backing because he was like the greatest general, and he thought if Imhotep kind of backs me to be the leader, then everybody will fall in line. And Imhotep just slapped him and took control anyway. So he's amazing. He's awesome. New model. Honestly, I mean, I'm so excited that it's a new Necron model, and I'm going to paint the shit out of it when it comes. But it's a little bit underwhelming. For saying that he is like the biggest general in the Necron lore. He's one of the best generals ever. I was kind of hoping that they would do like a Caesar's him and just kind of scale him up a little bit, make him a bit bigger, a bit bulkier. It looks like he's on a 40 mil base, and doesn't look that different. It's one of those. It's one of these. What they've been doing with the Eldar stuff, to be honest, and the Eldar stuff they can get away with because the original models are so good. I'm not entirely sure that model is so good that you can just kind of copy it. I was hoping it would just be kind of glowed up a little bit more, and he also has this Games Workshop issue of having both hands up as well. Like the Avatar had that issue, and one of the things that I want to do with this is see if I can get that spear, the Staff of Light, or the Staff of the Destroyer. That is Imhotep's staff. See if I can get that horizontal, drop his arm down and get it horizontal. However, the cloak is a little bit in the way. I mean, the cloak is cool. The cloak is cool. I do like the cloak. He is awesome. Don't get me wrong. He's awesome. I'm just a little bit disappointed he's not cooler. He should be like bigger and more impressive, I think. The gauntlet there as well. Staff of the Destroyer. He's very good. He's become more useful now. The command point change in 40k, where you only get the battle tactics for free when you're using the battle tactics stratagems with certain characters. So because he gives you command points throughout the game, he's a little bit more useful. And so you can legitimately kind of drop him into armies a bit more. I'm excited to get him. I'm going to paint him. I'm going to tweak him. I'll probably see what I can do to repose him a little bit. I really want one Necron Lord / Overlord / character to have the staff down, like staff up and arm up. Like come to me is just getting a little bit old now. But he's so cool. I do like the cloak. The cloak is simple, but the cloak is cool, and the little scarabs as well running around it as well. Yeah, fab. Like it. The codex is coming. Excited to see the codex. It looks really chunky as well. Looks like they've got a lot in there. Now they have said there's only 47 data sheets. Now I need to do like an accurate count, but I think we had over 50 in the old codex. I'll drop it down in the comments below. I'll add them all up. So it does look like we might be losing some. At a guess, maybe something like Nemesis, Andrek, and Oberon might get combined into one data sheet, so that you take them themselves. That would be a nice thing, maybe. I really don't want to see them lose Anrakaya and things like that. Trazin, please don't just drop Trazin. I know we have lots of characters and a lot of them are fine cast, but please don't drop them all. They are all properly cool. And particularly when the index came out, all of the characters had really cool differences. Like they all had different roles. So Trazin had a different role to everything else. And yeah, I don't really want to lose that. So hopefully they won't lose too many. Kick the obelisk out. Like nobody uses the obelisk. But yeah. Anyway, but they do then go in and they hint at some of the detachments that we're going to get. We're going to get five detachments, which is okay. I was sort of expecting 6, but we get 5 detachments. Whether that's 5 as well as Awakened Dynasty, I don't know. They only kind of list 5 here, but we'll see. So, no, that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's a stratagem. Right, yes. So we get 5. Anyway, so the Awakened Dynasty returns, which is the one that we already got in the index. However, Hypercrypt Legion sounds like it's going to be awesome, which lets Necron units hyperphase into strategic reserve at the end of the enemy turn. Yes, I will put 100%. I will put a breakdown of the Necron Codex as soon as I get my hands on it. That you can absolutely guarantee that. But this sounds amazing. So if you know how Grey Knights work at the moment, they're constantly bouncing up and down into orbit and then back down again. We get to hyperphase out and appear elsewhere on the battlefield, which is really, really cool. I would imagine how that would work is that some Necron units, for the sake of argument, might have the hyperphase keyword, and the Hypercrypt Legion will say that any hyperphase units can bounce, if you like. Something like that. And then they also hint at a stratagem. Now, it's 2 command points, and the other strat that they hinted at as well, or not hinted at, revealed, for the AdMech was also 2 command points. I really don't want to see 2 command point strats dropping around. Like, it's only a strategic ploy. It's not like you can do it for free because it's a battle tactic or anything like that. So 2 command points. It's a lot. It's very niche though. So I mean that's kind of cool. So in your opponent's shooting or fight phase, if they have targeted one of your Necron units and they've killed somebody, then you can pick that unit up and put it out from the monolith, and it's exactly the same time. Yeah, so you just put it straight out of your monolith, pick it up, put it straight back down. You don't go into strategic reserves or anything like that. It just comes straight out of your monolith at the same time. So could be really, really good for saving a unit, redeploying units, kind of stressing and stretching your battlefield and things like that. So that's going to be really, really good fun. It also says contingents of noble overlords who prefer to enact their master plans from the front line benefit greatly from bonuses provided by the Obscience Phalanx. So that's going to be really interesting. I hope it's not like the first company from the Space Marines and it's a bit of a flop. So yeah, the Obscience Phalanx is going to be cool. And then the Canoptek Court, finally, yeah, this is going to be good. So it's Cryptex and the Canoptek stuff. I really hope that within this there's a special rule in here that allows Cryptex to join units like Wraiths. So a Cryptek with a Canoptek control node can join Wraiths, lead that unit. Yeah, that would be cool. Let's see if that can happen. Or nice and simple, you can have an Annihilation Legion, and you can unlock all the Destroyer cults. The Destroyer cults, so these were the two kind of detachments, if you like, that they had in 9th edition. These appeared in in White Dwarf. They had a Canoptek Cryptek detachment and then an Annihilation Destroyer cult detachment. The Cryptek one was terrible. The Destroyer cult one was quite cool. And yeah, so this one, I'm guessing it's going to be lots of combat stuff. Should be quite good. Again, that's going to be linked to, I would guess, it's going to be linked to the Destroyer, or you'll have an Annihilation keyword or a Destroyer cult keyword, and you'll be linked to that. So all bonuses will go through that. So they've hinted at, sorry, not hinted at, they have shown an enhancement as well. So you can give this to a Necron model only. It just says Necron model, so you could give this to a Lord and throw it in some Leash Guard or something. However, Leash Guard fighting on death, maybe. But yeah, Necron model only, fight on death on a 4+. The obvious one is a Scorpet Lord. Scorpet Lord with Scorpet Destroyers, and anybody in that unit that then dies on a 4+, they're going to fight anyway, fight back. So it's quite good for a trade. It's looking good. Codex Necrons also has a range of tweaks and updates to various datasheets and rules. brilliant. Looking forward to seeing what those are. I'm going to go through every single page and find out all of those when they get revealed. So there we go. That's all the Necron stuff. Next one that was previewed was this guy. Now, I think I really like him. I'm just gonna because he's so big he doesn't even fit on the screen. There we go. We'll shrink it down a little bit. I really like him. I think he's awesome. And it's one of those annoying models that they drop in and go, oh, I really like that. I can just see that. Like in my mind's eye, I can see 3 of these and loads of Vanguard and Rust Stalkers and Infiltrators, loads of Skitarii, just loads and loads and hordes of Skitarii in the Skitarii, because they reveal the Skitarii detachment as well later on. But he's really cool. He's very, very cool, and he gets 2 different guns as well. So he gets the Radium Jezzail and he gets the Scatros Transuranic Arquebus. Okay, whatever. It's exactly the same gun. It's just got a slightly different barrel. One is for infantry, so you can snipe out characters. It's only 1 shot. Damage 3. Yeah, okay. 3 of them. I mean, they do say down here that he is lone operative and he's got stealth, so he's going to be quite good. So you can take 3 of them, and you might be able to like pop out a Wraith Seer or something, or a Spirit Seer. Some little characters in units. Generally, characters are going to get hit behind terrain anyway, but pretty cool. And then D3 with anti-vehicle, anti-monster, also quite cool. Again, it's only 1 shot, but take 3 of them. Yeah, but it's just the model. The model is so Da Vincian AdMech. It's brilliant. I'm liking this aesthetic more and more. If I could think of a colour scheme, like in my mind's eye, I can just see like hordes of all these kind of Skitarii, and they are kind of really freaky. So yeah, if anybody has any cheap Skitarii that they want to get rid of, just drop me a message. But they're very, very cool. I'm looking forward to getting this guy. I will paint him up nice and quick, I am sure, and get him. What's he holding? That's the bullet. So he's got a little servo arm with a bullet. He's got a servo arm for the laser sight. Yeah, he's proper cool. I don't know why he needs that long sight on the rifle as well as the laser sight, but that's AdMech, right? Just Da Vincian craziness. Yeah, I really like it. I know he's going to get a load of stick online. Like you can already see memes everywhere. Everybody's going to be terrified of snapping him at the ankles and everything. I just think he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, they also show off the codex, so the Adeptus mechanicus codex. Again, I will do a breakdown when this arrives as well. Also looks like quite a chunky little tome. Fantastic, and they show off the detachments. So the Skitarii Hunter cohort is the one that I am in trouble about, because all Skitarii infantry mounted, Iron Strider Ballistari. So you've got the all the Vanguard, all the Infiltrators, all the Cerberus Raiders. You've got the Taraxi as well. I think the Taraxi are infantry. Yeah, everything there has got stealth. Just sounds really good. I like Vanguard style units. I like stealthy type armies. I think just loads of Skitarii would be amazing. The nightmare is going to be painting them. I'll get to that if this kind of this urge kind of carries on over by the time the codex comes out. I think I'll just kind of try and paint them all up really quick. Get some. I might even do one of those scary rattle can wash. Throw some pigment wash all over them and get them done and looking cool. But yeah, it just looks really funky. I can see these just looking really good, like just mass infantry. I do like mass infantry. I really do like mass infantry. Like the Necron, just piles of Necron warriors. Brilliant. The stratagem that they revealed was the Binharik offense, or Binharik offense. Again, it's 2 command points. It's not a battle stratagem, so strategic ploy. I don't know. At the start of your shooting phase or the start of the fight phase, you can select 2 Skitarii units and an enemy unit. And until the end of the phase, you can improve the armor penetration by 1, but only against that unit. So you have to pick 2 Skitarii units and 1 enemy unit. So you're doubling up. This kind of thing for 2 command points, I don't know. It feels like overkill. Like if 2 units, I suppose if 2 units are in combat, like if 2 units, I don't know whether you're going to lean towards MSU with this and have lots of small units of rust stalkers and infiltrators and rangers and things like that, or whether you can have like mass units of, because if you can take, I think it was a unit of 20 rangers in 9th edition. If you can take 20 rangers again, you can have 2 units of those shooting at 1 unit, and then you're bumping the armor penetration as well. Of course, if you're shooting at Space Marines, they're just going to Armor of Contempt and negate it. 2 command points, it just feels like a lot. But we'll see how that one works out. However, they have said that on top of that, the Rad Zone cohort is going to get revisions, increasing the efficiency of the Rad Bombardment, which is good because at the moment it's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then the new Explorator Maniple set its sights on acquiring rare archaeotech from the battlefield, no matter the cost. Cohort Cybernetica provides you with seriously powered up Castellan robots. Oh, I really hope the Cohort Cybernetica is not just going to turn up to be the go-to detachment because it makes Castellan robots ridiculous. And you just, like, if you end up with a competitive AdMech army, which is 18 Castellan robots in a castle, I hope it doesn't go that way. From the first 2 codexes which have come out, which I've obviously previewed and revealed and everything, they have done the detachments really well in terms of locking them to certain keywords, so hopefully we'll see how this one goes. And then the Data Psalm Conclave is all Tech Priests and Cult Mechanicus, which will be quite cool. So that'll be all the Electro Priests and things. So yeah, fun. The next one that was revealed, Striking Scorpions, baby! So this is the opposite end to, in my opinion, to Imhotech. Okay, so Imhotech here is just a plastic resculpt of that model. However, I thought there's room to make Imhotech better. Striking Scorpions are already perfect. Like all the Eldar stuff, they're already perfect. So all they needed was clean, clarity, new plastic kits, posability, jobs are good and done. And that's what they got. Just look at them. They are really, 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 really cool. I'm liking them a lot. For those of you who have been on my channel for a while, will know that I am doing a Dark Eldari army. So that I have a big Drakari army. And then if I ever wanted to take some Ynnari with that, then I wanted my Eldar to kind of match. So I started doing the Eldar with the same colour scheme as the Dark Eldar, as a Drakari. And then over the last few months, I have been taking off all their heads, pulling off all the Eldar heads and adding on Drakari helmets, adding on Drakari weapons, giving them little vibes. There's a video down in my videos about making Dark Eldari Howling Banshees, which looks really cool. So I'm going to do exactly the same with these. I'm going to make these Dark Eldari. The initial idea plan concept which I have is putting Incubi helmets on them. Because Drazar and Phoenix Lord and stuff. I thought that would be quite cool. Now, one thing that I'm very aware of is I've got to try and keep the Mandy Blasters on the side of the helmets. So these little Mandy Blasters here. I'll try and keep those on. So either I slice them off there, or try and use something on the Drakari Incubi helmets to represent those as well. Because I don't want to lose everything that a Striking Scorpion is. I just want to make it a slightly more dark Eldari Striking Scorpion. I was contemplating giving them incubi weapons, but then I think they just end up going a little bit too far towards incubi. Striking Scorpions have the chainsaw, that's iconic to them. I just think these are amazing. There's the XR with the claw as well. Oh, colour scheme for mine, they're going to be, so my Drukhari are dark red and dark turquoise, so these are going to take the turquoise out of that colour scheme and go dark turquoise, because Striking Scorpions are green, right? So I'll just shift that hue a slightly bit towards turquoise. I just think they're amazing, absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting these. These will 100% be on my channel. So there'll be a breakdown about these, about the build process, about the conversion, and the painting. So you can look for some videos on those when they come out. Yeah, fabulous, 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 fabulous. And then they've already revealed them, but this is in the Kill Team box. So this is where you're going to be able to get your scouts, your Space Marine scouts. They come with combat shotguns. They all come with, so you can either, from what I guess, I think you can either give them all combat shotguns, you can give them all bolt pistols and chainswords, or you can give them, there we go, a missile launcher, heavy bolter, and then a sniper as well. So a few different things. Oh, there's one guy with a grappling gun as well. Quite cool. So I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm guessing you're going to be able to give them all the basic weapons. So either all shotguns or all bolt pistol and chainsword, and then you have like the special weapons that you can swap in. Obviously it's kill teams, so you're going to have specific operatives for different things. But yeah, I do like them. I do like them. I'm going to paint these up for my Dark Pharaons. So these will be, again, it's another turquoise. I don't quite know why turquoise ends up in my colour scheme so much. But yeah, these ones are going to be turquoise as well. So they'll be quite cool. You can keep your eye out for those ones as well. And then within the box, so this is Kill Team Salvation. There we go. There it is. Within the box, you also get a small amount of terrain. Now, they did say that because the large Kill Team boxes before had loads of terrain in them, they have had some feedback or people kind of chattering away that there's a little bit too much terrain in the Kill Team boxes that they don't get to use or don't use, or like they don't buy the Kill Team boxes because they're so expensive because they've got terrain in. So what they've done, they've added a little bit of terrain, and then they're doing a massive terrain box, which I kind of like it. I kind of like it. If you're starting out and you're trying to get into Kill Team, obviously the price of entry now is higher, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It'll do fine. I think this is going to sell out. The main box is going to sell out super quick because everybody's going to want new Striking Scorpions because they're gorgeous. So yeah, we'll see how that all happens and how all that works out. Really, really cool. Now, one last thing I just want to mention, because I adore it, I think it's gorgeous, is this guy. I don't play Age of Sigmar. I can't. I've tried to get into the game. I've tried to get into the aesthetic. Occasionally, like, there's some really, really, really nice models that come out, but generally there's not many across an entire range which I like. Like, I have a small Ideneth army which is like 1800 points. I've got a small Soulblight Vampires army which is probably 1500 points. I keep trying, but I don't kind of get the aesthetic sometimes. I mean, the tree man on a beetle, not really for me. However, this guy, and I do like what they seem to be doing with Stormcast at the moment, making them look evil. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's happening in the lore or anything like that. I'm just looking at it from an outside perspective. I love the fact that this guy's got a skull helmet on. It is amazing. The dragon is phenomenal. It looks brilliant. I really like how they've actually got the wings going down, but it looks good. Like the wings facing down on this works. So well done on the sculpture on this one. I just think it's brilliant. Now, what do I want to do with it? I want to put a vampire on the top of it. So I just really want that to be a vampire lord on a zombie dragon or a vampire dragon or whatever. It's just amazing. I mean, the armor on the dragon doesn't look far away from being a vampire armor. He's got skulls all over the armor already. Drop him off, take him off, take off the back of the saddle there, drop a vampire lord on there, some sort of, I don't know which one it would be. Could even use these legs, just cut him off at the torso and then add a suitably scaled vampire torso to the top of it. I don't know, I haven't got the model, but I think it's stunning. I think it's really, really nice. Yeah, so well done for everything on the preview. That's obviously going to be my favourite. Just a little bit disappointed. I am incredibly excited to get the Striking Scorpions done, and that guy I think is going to cause me all sorts of problems because I really, I really like him. He's bonkers. He's absolutely bonkers. I want him. I like in my mind's eye. I can just see the silhouette of 3 of him, loads of Ruststalkers, loads of Infiltrators, loads of Vanguard, some of the Dragon, oh, what are they called? The Chicken Walkers. Some of those, just like all the Skitarii stuff. It's just bonkers cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and resist that when the codex lands. But I will do a breakdown on the Admech codex. I'll do a breakdown on this guy when I get him and paint him up, and obviously the Necron Codex. You are going to get a massive breakdown on the Necron Codex. I'm going to be very excited. I don't know how long that video is going to be, but I'll try not to waffle too much. But until then, thank you very, very much for watching. You can catch me pretty much anywhere you like. If you go to Instagram or Twitch, you can find me at Chris Frossin on there. I'm on Twitter occasionally, although I don't quite know what's happening to that. I'm also on Threads, so you can go over there. You can find me pretty easily on Facebook if you want me to send me messages on that. And yeah, if you join my Twitch channel, then there's a link to my Discord in that channel as well. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and I will see you next time. Cheers.